Then you can do tickets.
So go right ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greetings and salutations. He's not white, but he is a tall, bald douchebag.
Way to start things off, fuck waffle. Anyway, here is the deal. We are standing in the Diesel Playhouse in Toronto, Ontario. Yes, we actually got out of the U.S. They were very happy to let us go. And why are we at the Diesel Studio Theater in Toronto? We are seeing Evil Dead, the musical.
Quite possibly the best thing to hit Broadway since the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Leonard Nimoy's biography.
As you know, it played in New York, and the New York theater audience took a big, steaming, corn-filled turd all over it. Well, it's come back home where it is a huge hit. It's won awards. People love it. We're here to find out why, and most of all, we're here to find out how much these people get paid. Come with us as we enter the mysterious and exciting world of theater and cross-dressing.
And we're back with more fans who've just seen Evil Dead the musical. They are covered in blood, and I'm not. I fucking hate these people. What was your favorite part of the show?
The blood, look at this. I'm covered.
I like Shelly. Yeah.
Shelly got points.
Yeah.
Did anybody find the possessed hand funny?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna burn in hell.
And the girlfriend girl was one of the most smoking hot girls I've seen ever.
This man just admitted to having a 2.5-hour erection at a theater.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I did that last time I saw Corky Romano.
I'm just curious as to where the blood actually came from now. Are you guys going to see the show
everywhere.
again?
Yes.
Of course. Yeah.
You're going to see it again?
Yes.
Are you going to tell all of your friends to spend money and come see this thing to prove that New York people are fucktards?
I quit my job to come see this.
You quit your job to come see this. You are dedicated and you are an idiot.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank you for the time. Now get the hell out of here.
Okay, Herculoids, we have a treat for you now. Sitting with me here is George Reinblatt, one of the creators of Evil Dead the musical. Now, sir, would you be so kind as to tell our two fans what exactly you did for the show?
Well, I wrote the book and lyrics and I co-wrote the music. But would you be so kind as to tell me what a Herculoid is?
It's an old cartoon from the 1970s. Really, really bad animation, really, really bad voices, and great to watch after you smoked an ounce of really good weed.
Classy.
All right.
The
now
original Pokemon.
Yes, exactly. There were Pokemon before there were Pokemon. All right, now, okay, this is my first question. I've been wanting to ask this. I know you've been asked this before, but I haven't seen an answer yet, so to me it's a new question.
Okay.
Evil Dead the musical, where the hell did that even come from?
Dude, you know what it is. It's, I like music, and every musical I saw sucked, so I had to make one that was better. So I had to put some swearing, put some blood, and yeah, I was just pissed off.
Now,
That's all it is.
how does it feel knowing that you have officially out-musicalized the homosexuals in musical theater?
Dude, that was my thing, man. I'm like the only straight guy who has this job, so it's like the straight guy who writes musical theater. I got women ripping their clothes off.
And you do it better than most gay men. And this is your first show. What the hell? What were you smoking? How did you make this good?
Dude.
Calm down, Isaac. Let the man answer your damn questions before you keep asking them.
Sorry. All right, go ahead.
No, dude, I don't know how it got good, man. I just lucked out, man. It was my first go around, and it was good source material. That's all I can say.
Now, what was the writing process for this thing? Like, I mean, I know there was like 4 people who worked on the music, right?
4 on the music, yeah, and then I wrote the book and lyrics. But we were all kind of involved, and it's kind of how the crew works. Chris Font is the director, who I think you spoke to before.
Yeah, we did that via email. And by the way, I do want to thank you for the email interview as well for the New York one. It was short, but it was sweet and it was cool.
That's how we do it. It's how we do it. But we kind of all work together. So like we kind of help him with the writing, he helps us with the writing. We were all kind of involved, and it was quick. You know, we wrote in about 4 months.
That's all.
The first go round, and then we put it up. Saw things weren't working, rewrote it. Put it up again. Saw things weren't working, rewrote it. Took 2 years off to rewrite again.
Okay.
Put it up again, and we keep changing songs. And there's probably about 5-6 new songs since
New York?
Not since New York.
Okay.
New York
Damn.
is locked.
Okay.
Since the first.
Oh, all right. Now this one I have to ask. I've asked Ryan. I've asked George. Gotta ask Chris. I'm asking George now. All right. Opening night during the blackout.
Yeah.
What was that like?
My initial reaction was it sucked. Like, I'm in the shower, I'm getting ready to go, and all of a sudden the lights go off.
And he can't find his lube after that.
Oh, God.
No, so I couldn't find my lube, and I had to just go rough back up. I don't even know what I'm saying here.
Roughback Mountain, the sequel.
Originally it sucked because like it's my opening night. I've been preparing for this so long. I'm walking out the door and there's a blackout. I thought it was just my block. I find out it's the world. So I'm freaked out, and I actually, myself and Frank, who also wrote the music, we lived too far away and we couldn't make it to the show. And we heard on the cell phone that they were going to do the show without us on the street. But the thing was, the cool thing about it was that kind of cemented us as like the legends in Toronto, and that's when the fans all really heard of us. So we had about 500 people on the street for our very first show, watching a free show with car lights lighting it, and it was bananas.
And we're back in Toronto here with some of the members of Evil Dead the Musical here. We've got Evil Ed from the MySpace.
No, it's Scotty. Evil Matt. Get it right, you douchebag.
Fight me, Frodo.
Go on.
We've got Ash. And we've got good old reliable Jake.
Hello.
How reliable are you, in fact?
I'm not as reliable as I sing, but I'm pretty reliable.
If you're as reliable as your singing, I look forward to your next ending.
Interesting.
Okay, first major question I gotta ask. Having seen the show twice, how the fuck do you guys do 2 shows a night?
We have a lot of Red Bull backstage, a lot of painkillers. I know I'm on a couple of pounds of Dayquil for every show.
A couple of pounds.
Sleep. He sleeps as
Sleep is good. Sleep is good.
I actually sleep most of the time I'm not on stage. And some of the time I am on stage.
That would be interesting to see in the next performance.
Now, Matt, I gotta ask you this. Couldn't get an answer in New York, so I'm gonna ask you. All the other Deadites come back wearing their normal clothes. You come back wearing a red jumpsuit and hat. Why?
My personal background story is that Scott, after he dies, is thrown in Dr. Noby's closet. Dr. Noby is a cross-dresser. Scotty finds it interesting himself, experiments a bit, and then is caught by surprise by the Kandarian chant, thus comes out a little bit bi-curious.
I knew it. Hey, actually, Ryan, gotta ask you this too. I heard you mention in another interview that the Toronto audiences are a little bit better than the New York audience. They were a little more appreciative. Do you, in fact, think that New York theater people took a big, steaming, corn-filled turd on this show? Because, quite frankly, I do.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they were just different crowds. Like, they were more receptive in different ways, you know. I think the Canadian crowds just feel a sense of ownership because it's from Canada, the show, so they're a bit more appreciative. And we have a stronger comedy community here, so the comedic show does better here. But the New York audience is cool in that way too.
Okay, he's calling out the American comedy reel on this. I'm going to step in and call bullshit.
2 words, hanging with Mr. Cooper, Lana, back off. Okay, and one final question for all of you. To our fans who have not seen the show yet, and to our soon-to-be new legion of fans who will be watching this video, convince them to make the drive, make the flight, transmogrify to Toronto, and see this show in 30 seconds or less, and go.
Singing, dancing, zombies.
Bleeding from the stage onto you if you're lucky.
Give us some sugar, man.
And what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? Your sister has turned into a zombie. What the fuck was that? Your girlfriend was a demon too. What the fuck was that? She just ripped my pre-ripped Abercrombie. What the fuck was that? I got some Shelly on my shoe. Ew. What darkness lurks beyond this wooden sanctum? What the fuck was that? Dude, these hoes been zombified. I cannot stay here anymore. I'm getting out of here. No, we cannot leave. Linda's ankle won't make it, I fear. I cannot stay. I killed my lay. I must go now. You can't go now. I must. You can't. I must. You can't. Bitches out for blood. I can't take this anymore. We